Latina stepmom F's her stepson
Whoa!
to get him to stop masturbating.
Oh, hey! Hey guys, sorry about that. That's, what's her name? Candy Owens. I guess she changed the format of her show. It's some kind of a pervert porno show now. I mean, the only thing we could say about it is...
What a pervert. What a pervert.
MILF caught cheating by husband with naughty stepdaughter.
Whoa!
Fourth one.
Jeez. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't have time to watch this episode, but I think she's like, here's what's on the show today. Hey, Candy, what else is on the show today?
Fantasy. Horny stepbro
Ew!
F's his stepsister Hazel.
Yuck!
Here's a third.
Horny. What a great time we have here on this show.
Well, guys, as you know, I'm from...
Sniffing.
So, guys, it might please you to find out that I'm from the great state of Florida, okay? And every once in a while, I like to check in. Hey, what are they doing over there, man? Hey, I'm sure it's good. That's one thing for sure, right?
Toilet.
And I did check in, and Florida's doing a lot of great stuff for the people of its state, you know, really helping them out, helping them live better lives and all this. Oh, wait, hold on, I read that wrong. Oh, it's doing racist political stunts. Oh, okay.
Back in this country, we want to tell you about an escalation
in the political fight over immigration.
Okay.
Dozens of apparent migrants landed by charter flight on a rocky island in the Atlantic, Martha's Vineyard, Massachusetts. This was yesterday afternoon. They arrived as part of what Governor Ron DeSantis calls a relocation program.
Huh.
Many did not know where they were going, and local officials on the island were not given any advance notice of the flight's arrival.
Oh, wow. Hell yeah, bro. Seems like time and money well spent to me. It seems pretty good, you know?
Sniffing.
Oh, he gave a speech about it. Oh, cool. Let's check it out.
So just minutes ago, Governor DeSantis for the first time spoke to reporters after taking credit for flying dozens of migrants, men, women, and children to Martha's Vineyard in Massachusetts.
Right.
Part of what the state says is a new taxpayer-funded program. He argues it's about protecting the state from the president's federal border policies. Listen.
Wow.
We've had different operations in the Panhandle where we've stopped human smugglers. There have been criminal charges brought.
Hey, if you want to move things around the country, maybe why don't you move a better XLR cable from Amazon to... You get it. You get what I mean. The sound's bad is what I'm saying.
But yes, if you have folks that are inclined to think Florida's a good place, our message to them is we are not a sanctuary state. And it's better to be able to go to a sanctuary jurisdiction. And yes, we will help facilitate that transport for you to be able to go to greener pastures.
Yeah, bro.
At the same time, some Tampa City leaders are condemning.
This is a pretty amazing clip because Ronnie D, disgrace to Italian Americans.
Hey, don't come to Florida.
If you come to this country, don't come to Florida. These people didn't come to Florida. These were people who came to San Antonio, Texas, who he kidnapped and tricked them into flying to another place to try to score political points from confused, angry people in the United States who he uses his Ivy League degrees to trick. By the way, check out this kid in the back, one of these background artists in this Ronnie D thing. This kid rules.
Charges brought, there have been drugs seized, there have been a whole bunch of things. Yes, if you have
we got going over here, man. Yep. All right.
Inclined to think Florida's a good place. Our
sitting through the Nazi speech when I should be out with my friends. Yeah. I like this lady too, this other background artist. Check out her reaction.
Help facilitate that transport for you to be able to go to greener pastures.
At the same time,
even for me, somebody who was asked to be up here to support this guy. Yikes. Ooh. Okay. This is from NPR like a month ago. A majority of Americans see an, quote, invasion, unquote, a majority see an invasion at the southern border, NPR poll finds. And as you could guess, over half of Republicans they say it's completely true that there's an invasion. And then the poll went on to ask them, are they in your house right now trying to get you? And they said definitely true, 100%. Also, Mimas and Peepaws are totally 100% sure that people are flooding into the country and they're just holding fentanyl. And they're like, is there a little blonde child that I can give this to? All that I just said, they asked on the poll, and they said 100% yes. That's also true. Misleading claims about immigrants are gaining traction, particularly around fentanyl. The poll found that a large number of Americans including big majorities of Republicans, blame migrants for a rise in deaths from fentanyl, even though there's no evidence directly linking them to the problem. Oh, that doesn't seem like a dead giveaway about what's going on here. Yeah, there's a big problem. I blame that guy who's different. Virtually none of the fentanyl is smuggled by migrants themselves, says Victor Manjarres Jr. Oh, that's Victor Manjarres Jr. I thought it was Sr., a former Border Patrol sector chief who's now a professor at the University of Texas in El Paso. There's a guy who came over. Not only does he have lots of drugs, he's causing all my problems. You know? Oh, yeah, I'm sure that Mr.
Sniffing
has something to say about this. What's this video called, man? You got over 500,000 views in 8 hours. What's this thing called? Tucker Carlson. This will destroy the U.S. So all his thumbnails are titled stuff like that. This is a grave threat to our society. And then his stupid face will be there.
Good evening and welcome to Tucker Carlson. Tonight, finally a happy story for once.
That's on YouTube.
Outbursts of irrepressible joy erupted throughout the exclusive island community of Martha's Vineyard, Massachusetts last night.
Sniffing.
For hundreds of years, Martha's Vineyard had suffered from the soul-crushing effects of its own whiteness. Island residents...
Calm down, you little pervert.
So yesterday, DeSantis sent 50 illegal aliens, most of them from Venezuela, to the Martha's Vineyard airport. They traveled from San Antonio to the Florida Panhandle and finally to their new home on Martha's Vineyard.
Great.
CBS Boston reports that after landing, the group wandered about 3.5 miles from the airport into town.
You're terrible.
Thereby instantly improving it. Maybe things aren't as they seem. Our first clue is Barack Obama. Barack Obama is a part-time resident of Martha's Vineyard. Obama is also, of course, as you know, the country's greatest proponent of diversity.
Oh,
For
that's on
years,
YouTube.
Obama earnestly told us that immigrants were better than Americans. They were holy.
Oh. And for some reason, he brings up Barack Obama. He's like, Barack Obama lives there. Now Barack Obama's getting a taste of his own medicine, letting all those immigrants in. I mean, you watching this, you might know this. I think most people are maybe somewhat aware of this, but I'll read this to you. Here's a headline from ABC News, 2016. Obama has deported more people than any other president. Barack Obama had like notoriously harsh immigration policies. The people in Martha's Vineyard seem to be rich snobs, so I'm down for like some kind of a prank, I guess, on them. That's fine, but this is, what you're saying doesn't really make a whole lot of sense.
Could it be that Barack Obama isn't really, actually, in real life, in favor of diversity at all? Could it be that Barack Obama strongly prefers blonde SoulCycle moms in Lululemon to sweaty third-world campesinos in dirty work pants?
Whoa! Hold on, Tuck.
Sniffing.
Yeah, so this segment doesn't really make any sense with all the Obama stuff. A guy who, you know, really harsh immigration policies, deported more people than any other president. This whole segment is just so this guy can be like, other people are bad. Other people are gross. They're dirty. They're dirty. I'm also Jordan Peterson. They're dirty. Which is why I would like to remind everybody, check in on Grandpa. You know, guaranteed Grandpa's watching this.
Let's all check in on our grandpas, okay?
Check in on your grandpa, because he's getting some funny ideas.
Yeah!
Goose stepping around the retirement home.
Sniffing.
Let's compare this for fun. On your screen, you will see images recently shot in America's border towns, which are now completely overrun under Joe Biden's immigration policy. You will notice, if you look carefully, chaos, violence, and filth. Okay. Now...
So Tucker Carlson there, he's like, because of these new totally different immigration policies where they're just letting everybody in. If you're Meemaw, you're Peepaw, you know, you go home, you're like, hey, you know, they're like just staring at Fox News, you know, ask your Meemaw and Peepaw, what are these super different immigration policies? Can you name some of them? And if not, you know, if they're pretty much the same, then this is just a media moment. A guy created a dumb, lazy, do-nothing guy in Florida created a media moment through fraud, through doing fraud and kidnapping.
Which are now completely overrun under Joe Biden's immigration policy. You will notice, if you look carefully, chaos, violence, and filth. Okay.
Okay.
I'm goose stepping around the senior citizens' homes. Yeah!
Let's compare this for fun. On your screen, you will see images recently shot in America's border towns.
That's on YouTube.
Which are now completely overrun under Joe Biden's immigration policy. You will notice if you look carefully, chaos, violence, and filth.
He's like, hey, I put some video of like 100 people standing in a field, standing in the middle of nowhere on my screen. And if you look closely, there's nothing but violence and filth. Violence and chaos and filth. And I was like, okay, maybe there's like a fight happening. If you're looking close, no, it's just people standing there. He's like, look at this filth, this violence. This guy really changed since Weekend at Bernie's. I thought he was really funny in Weekend at Bernie's, and now he's goose-stepping and Naziing around the place. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable.
Anyone who fears change is a racist.
We know that for sure because they've told us that for years.
Huh?
So where, you may ask, will all these new people live on such a small island?
Oh, good question.
Sniffing. First, they can occupy Barack Obama's compound.
Okay.
There is no reason Obama needs that much space. Nobody needs that much space.
Right.
You could probably fit a dozen immigrant families in Barack Obama's pool house and another 5 or 6 in the pantry. That's going. On YouTube. Build a soccer field on the lawn, an outdoor goat barbecue by the back door, and bingo, you've got affordable housing. That's but it won't be enough.
I actually do support immigrants taking over Obama's house. But of course, the funny thing about this is there's a little bit of like look at these elites, man. He's got a house with like 20
craps in it, bro.
What's especially funny about this is Tucker Carlson literally lives on an island. He literally lives on a rich people island, but just in a different part of the country. He lives in a rich people island off of Florida. What's it called? In a $3 million house. He's like, look at these elites. Look at these elites. Like me.
There is no reason Obama needs that much space. Nobody needs that much space.
I agree.
You could probably fit a dozen immigrant families in Barack Obama's pool house and another 5 or 6 in the pantry. Keep going. That's on YouTube. Build a soccer field on the lawn, an outdoor goat barbecue by the back door, and bingo, you've got affordable housing.
What is wrong with you? Like, honestly. Like, I think partly this guy just might be a moron. Like, if you look at that face.
So insulated from the effects of Joe Biden's lunatic immigration policies.
They are making this possible.
Okay.
They support it. They vote for it.
Right.
They fund it. And they can do all of that because they are so insulated from the effects of Joe Biden's lunatic immigration policies that none of it matters to them. Sniffing. The country collapses. Big deal. They live on an island.
Wow.
You're terrible.
It's kind of interesting, that part when he's like, these are because Joe Biden's lunatic immigration policies. We're yet to find out what specific, if you could give some specifics. So these policies happen, whatever they are. We still don't know. These huge policy changes happened.
Now, no one's
white. And the beautiful white America is now a beige. So yeah, I guess some policies happened, and now everything's getting so bad. But I found a video of this guy from 3 years ago. Check this out. This is from April of 2019. What's that say? Oh, immigration crisis. Oh, there's just a crisis forever. I actually looked this up. This is when sort of undocumented immigration, I guess you would call it, was at its like absolute, since 2000, absolute lowest. So there's just always an immigration crisis. There's always, even when it's at its lowest, it's just they're coming from everywhere.
Why are these bad guys always around? Always just about to get us?
The flight of migrants, the latest move by Republican governors along border states, sending migrants north, including Texas Governor Greg Abbott, who's bussed 11,000 migrants to New York City.
I'm so proud of the states that I've lived in. Florida, Texas, doing all this stuff. I forgot that Greg Abbott did this too. So this is not even an original idea. He's like,
I'll do that too.
He's like, I'll do that too. Always very important to remember this guy, this Ronnie D guy, on paper, it's like, oh, wow, this guy went to Yale and Harvard and all this stuff. Wow. What a successful guy. He's a governor. Wow. Wow. It's a big deal. Always got to remember that's a very, very stupid definition of success, because if Ronnie D was my son or something, disowned. I'll be like, oh, no, I never heard of him. That says here, that's your son. Nope. But look, he's He went to Harvard. Nope. Total loser, and a failed abortion, we call him. They tried to do this to him, but he survived. So there we go, guys. The beautiful state that I'm from. You know, it's very low. The state is very low on the map, and now it's hitting a new low. You know, so that's kind of interesting, right?
All right, well, there we go, guys. I'll wrap it up there.
Because, you know, it's a little too stupid. This story is actually, it's almost too stupid, I would say. Let me think. Yeah, it's making me stupider to watch a video about this story because, it's making me stupider. And where do I watch it?
That's on YouTube. That's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube. Oh, okay. Great. Well, guys, it's Friday, and everyone can kiss our ass. That kid in the background can kiss our ass. All these other people, everybody, kiss our ass because it's Friday. We do what we want. You don't tell us what to do. Thank you. Guys, love you. Thank you for watching this. And I will talk to you soon. Maybe I'll do a stream today. I don't know, frankly. Bye. Love you guys. Bye. Hey guys, if you haven't seen it yet, click the link below to watch a web series I'm in called Beta Boys. It's very good. Check it out. Bye. Hey guys, you're only getting a fraction of the weekly shows. If you want a new motherfucking episode every day, subscribe on Patreon for as little as 2 bones. You get the patron-only Tuesday and Thursday shows, the Bookablega show where we look at important books, and the goddamn weekly behind-the-scenes show. And for only 25 bones, you could become a producer and get your name up here. Look at these people. These people make this show possible. If it wasn't for them, nothing. We don't have a show. We got nothing, and it's garbage. And we have to just leave. We have to just basically walk away. And we don't even really know where we're walking. That's the truly troubling part about all this. But please, become a patron today for as little as 2 bones, or 5 bones is another level, or 10, or you go the full 25 and you get up here. Big special thanks to these people. Love you guys so much.